Wellness Wednesday. 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 Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Wellness Wednesday. This is the place where we dive into simple, practical ways to care for your mental health and well-being. We're your hosts. I'm Christy.
And I'm Iris.
And today we're going to explore something that sounds really trendy, but it's actually incredibly useful and grounding once you understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Today's episode is all about mindfulness for beginners, and we're going to break it down in a way that actually makes sense. No fluffy jargon, no spiritual lectures, just easy practices that actually work in your daily life, even if you're busy, distracted, or skeptical. So let's jump right on in, sis.
Well, let's tackle what is mindfulness.
Mm-hmm.
It is the core. Mindfulness simply being present, is paying attention on purpose to what's happening right now without judging it. That means noticing your thoughts without trying to push away your thoughts. It means feeling your emotions without labeling them as good or bad. It means noticing your breath, your body, your surroundings, even just for a few seconds. Sounds simple, right?
Yeah.
But here's the kicker. Most of us are never really present. We're thinking about what we said yesterday, worrying about what we'll do tomorrow, and scrolling on our phones while eating lunch without tasting a single bite. Mindfulness is about waking up to our actual lives, and that can be really powerful.
That's good. And so I guess the question would be, why should we even bother with mindfulness? What does mindfulness actually do for you? Well, studies show that regular mindfulness practices can help reduce anxiety, manage depression, improve focus, and even help with sleep and chronic pain. But even beyond the science, it is a way to feel a little more grounded when life seems overwhelming. And right now we know life is very overwhelming for us. Imagine being able to respond to stress instead of reacting automatically. Imagine feeling calmer in traffic. That's a big one because we all get turned up in traffic. Less irritated during arguments or more present during joyful moments. That's mindfulness. I like that.
Well, let's bust some of the myths about
Bust them.
about mindfulness. Before we jump into the actual practice, like we said, we're going to bust the myths because that holds a lot of people back.
Yeah.
Myth 1. You have to have a clear mind. You have to have a clear mind.
Yes. Start with
No.
clear mind.
You're not trying to stop your thoughts. You're just noticing them without getting carried away.
Now, that's true. Because I was one of them where I feel like your mind should be clear. Start with one, a clear mind. But that's impossible. Our brains are always on go. So that's something that shouldn't be a deal breaker for mindfulness. Because it's going to happen anyway. So I like that they pointed that out.
Number 2, you have to sit cross-legged in silence for hours.
Now, we learned that in elementary school, right? Crisscross applesauce.
Right.
Get quiet on the rug.
It says absolutely not. You can be mindful while walking, cooking, even brushing your teeth.
Oh, yeah. Mindful.
Yeah.
By cooking, cleaning, and brushing your teeth.
You can be mindful anywhere.
Anywhere. It's about pauses. Simply stopping and taking a moment to evaluate what you're doing, where you are at that moment. That's good.
Number 3. It's only for calm people or spiritual types.
That's good.
Wrong again. Mindfulness for everyone with a brain or heartbeat.
That's good. I like that.
So with anybody with a brain or heartbeat.
Mm-hmm. So, guess what we're about to do?
What's that?
We're about to do some mindfulness practices that actually work.
Oh, okay.
So, guess what you're going to be? The guinea pig.
Again.
Uh-huh. So, let's get to the good stuff.
Okay.
5 beginning mindfulness practices you can try right now.
All right. Right
So,
now.
if you sitting at your desk at the job, if you sitting in the park.
Nah. You might be at your desk. But now you might want to do some work.
Now, mindfulness is a quiet practice.
Oh, okay.
Now, we ain't talking about praying and anointing the walls. We're all at the
Yeah,
office.
okay. Let's be mindful.
Seek 'em a sign. We ain't talking about none of that.
All right.
Mindfulness is a quiet internal practice.
Okay, yeah.
So you can do this at your desk. You can do this if you're sitting waiting at an appointment. You don't need a fancy cushion, incense, or guru. Okay? 1 minute breathing check-ins.
All right.
Take a timer for 60 seconds. I don't even have my phone. Close your eyes if that's comfortable. Simply notice your breath, the way the air feels coming in and out. So I want you to breathe in and out. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back. In and out. In and out. That's it. 1 minute. Guess what? You just practice mindfulness.
That was easy.
Simple. And it's going to take time over time. This is a daily practice because a lot of times we're going to wander off. You're going to be thinking about what I need to cook for dinner. I got to pick the kids up, my to-do list. So when your mind wanders off and those places, just simply bring it on back.
Okay. That wasn't bad.
Okay. Number 2, mindful sipping. You do this one, Iris. I'll be the guinea pig. I got some drink right here.
Oh, okay. Next time you drink coffee, tea, or even water, pause. Smell it. Feel the warmth or the cold. Take a slow sip. Right. Pay attention to how it feels.
When I close my eyes and really focus on the drink, I taste what I'm drinking.
Okay.
So the concept, I'm really getting into what I'm drinking. I'm not thinking about anything else. Just what I'm drinking.
So it said you have turned everyday act into a grounding ritual. So you kind of grounded yourself. You took a pause. You paid attention.
You know what else I noticed? How cold it was on my fingertips, too.
Okay.
So you're simply taking a pause for the moment that you're in. Yes, we're using these examples right now of taking a cold drink, but this is in life in general. If you're outside at the park, deep breathing, taking 1 minute, smelling the flowers, listening to the birds. If you're having your lunch out there, to drown out all the other things, the excess baggage and noise, and just be in the moment. That's grounding, guys. Okay? The next one is 5 senses grounding. This one's great for people with anxiety. Pause and notice 5 things you can see. So let me go back. Anxiety, panic attack. So if we're struggling, I'm anxious, I'm feeling like I'm about to have a panic attack, I'm going to ground myself with these 5 senses, right? What can I see? I'm going to take note of the things around me. 4 things I can touch. I can touch the table. I can touch this mic. I can touch you. 3 things you can hear. I hear the fan. I hear me talking in my inner ear. Right? I just heard the beat. 2 things you can smell. I smell the incense. And 1 thing I can taste. I still taste the cherry drink I just sipped on. So that's 5 senses. You're using the senses of your body to ground yourself. So if you don't have anything else, I'm going to use my eyes, my nose, my ears, my touch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Number 4, mindful walking. Pick a short route. Walk slowly. Feel the ground under your feet.
Mm-hmm.
Notice your arms swinging and the wind on your skin and the sounds around you. It's like meditation in motion.
Mm.
So we got a lot of people who like to take walks, even ride your bike, right? So when you're doing these things, really pay attention. Getting grounded is becoming solid, balanced. You're getting in tune. Your internal and your external worlds are coming together,
Right.
right? Number 5, the stop method. This is a quick one. Stop what you're doing. Take a deep breath.
Mm-hmm.
Observe what you're thinking, feeling, and sensing.
Mm-hmm.
Proceed with intention. That's important. A lot of times we just moving just to be moving. We need to be intent sometimes about our movement.
Right.
We talked about that the other day.
Good
Be intentional about everything you're doing
Mm-hmm.
because then it will mean something. There's value to it. When we out here just doing stuff, just to be doing it, that's when you get caught up and possible feelings get hurt or you hurt somebody because we didn't really focus on what the intent was. We're just doing stuff.
Right.
It is a great tool for pausing before reacting emotionally.
That's good.
So these are 5 grounding techniques that you can try. 1-minute breathing check-in, mindful sipping, 5 sense grounding, mindful walking, and the stop method.
That's good. How to make it stick. Here's the thing about mindfulness. It's less about doing it perfectly and more about doing it consistently.
Mm-hmm.
It's less about doing perfectly and more about doing it consistently. Try picking one of those practices and doing it every day for a week. Maybe in the morning, maybe at lunch, maybe late at night. Don't overthink it. And if you forget it, no big deal. Just try it again.
Mm-hmm.
That's mindfulness too. You're not trying to fix yourself. You're learning how to be with yourself.
That's good.
That's good. You're not trying to fix yourself, but you're learning how to be with yourself. And we need to do that a lot.
Yeah. Learn how to be with ourselves.
That's it.
Let's talk about that for a second. It's a lot of people who are uncomfortable with being alone.
Mm-hmm.
And this grounding practice that we're talking about, topic, it helps you get a sense of self.
Yeah. Get in tune with yourself.
Get in tune with yourself. When you're so busy wanting to be with everybody or be around or trying to avoid being alone, you are literally hindering yourself from getting to know who you are, getting to the truth of who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of times we don't want to be by ourselves because we don't want to face that mirror.
Right.
It's a lot of things we don't like about ourselves. And when we don't like stuff about ourselves, that's when we get into the other dangers of the topics we talked about before. The relationships that we have with people are not great. Mm-hmm. Our communication is terrible. Trauma comes into play. It's a lot of things that we're not facing. And you face those things when you are alone.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about before how isolation is the devil's playground. Yes, in some aspects, but a lot on the other end of that spectrum, you have to face who you are and that loneliness sometimes to get to the truth.
Right.
And this will help you do that. Not trying to fix you, like Ira said, but learning how to be with yourself. Mm-hmm. When you embrace the ugly parts of you, then people will see the beauty of the external part of you.
Yes.
Because you're comfortable with the internal.
Yes.
I just said something great. I feel like that should be on a t-shirt.
You remember what you said?
Nope. But really, all jokes aside, mindfulness is vital. I think it's something that I practice in the morning when I wake up, when I'm saying my prayer, when I go to bed, when I say my prayer. One thing that I know I need to start working on is really setting aside time, taking the time to put in my calendar time for me to have mindfulness and
Mm-hmm.
meditate.
That's
And for
good.
those of us who are spiritual and Christians, that's a good time to connect with the higher power, the Lord, to get grounded in Him so that He can guide your footsteps and take you where you want to go. So these are all good practices that I think we should put in our daily rituals
Mm-hmm.
to help us become better selves and again to be well and be whole. So thanks for joining us today for our Wellness Wednesday podcast on mindfulness. I hope you're walking away with at least one tool
Yes.
that you can use today, even if it's just pausing to breathe. If you like this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, or share with someone who could use a little calm in their lives. And we all know somebody like that. And remember, mindfulness isn't about getting rid of the storm.
Mm.
It's about learning to stay grounded in the middle of it.
What?
Now, come on here.
Say that
somebody.
again before we get out of here.
Yeah. Mindfulness isn't about getting rid of the storm.
Mm-hmm.
It's about learning to stay grounded in the middle of it.
You got to plant your feet.
Now, sometimes you got to get real sturdy and grounded in that thing, because stuff gonna come.
Yeah.
The wind,
Like we said, it may come. You may bend.
hey, but you won't break. Get us
Get
on
out
out
of
here.
here.
Take care. Be kind to yourself and catch us on the next episode. Thank you.